Okay, isa sa pinakamalakas na gaming phone for 2026 nandito na sa aking kamay. And I'm talking about the REDMAGIC 11s Pro. Itong variant na ito is a step up compared sa kanyang last generation, lalo na sa kanyang cooling system this time around. Malaki ang kanyang in-improve dito. Tingin mo, nag-improve kaya ang kanyang front-facing camera? Malalaman natin in this video. So the typical REDMAGIC box, color gray, and very simple lang siya. REDMAGIC lang nakatatak dito. And malalaman mo lang kung anong variant to. Dito nakasulat REDMAGIC 11s Pro. I have here is the Sub-Zero variant. Meron pa siya isang variant, Night Freeze ang tawag kanya. Yun ang gusto ko sa mga box ni REDMAGIC eh. Saktong-sakto gawa nila, masikip. So tanggalin ko lang itong maliit na box. Ayan, logo na REDMAGIC. Meron tayong panundot. There's a lot of things inside. May makapal lang kanyang user guide this time ha. O, diba? Daming pages. And meron tayong translucent na smoke black na case. Solid case siya, hindi siya jelly case. So, nandito yung phone. Meron tayong red na C2C cable. And meron tayong 80 watts na fast charging brick. And yes, it's Type-C. So, ilabas ko na. Uy, ang ganda. So yan guys, kita nyo yung ganda ng REDMAGIC 11s Pro. And currently, this is a global release and wala pa akong presyo kung magkano lalabas sa Pilipinas. Just subscribe sa aking channel and ino-notify ko kayo once na nag-upload sila ng bagong price for this one here in the Philippines. I-update ko mga links on the description box below kung saan mo siya pwede mabili officially, or just simply click yung YouTube shopping link para ma-redirect kayo and mabili nyo to ng official. So abangan ninyo mga official links natin. Now, one of the good things dito is sobrang ginandahan nila. Mas maganda ng kanyang design this time around. And this one, transparent ang kanyang likod. And I have the silver color. Meron siya yung black color, which is the Night Freeze. Hawak ko right now is the Sub-Zero variant. Andito ang kanyang liquid cooling chamber. Naiikot yan once naglalaro tayo ng game. We have our cooling fan over here na umiilaw siya ng blue pag once na naka-turn on. We have our cameras here, LED flash, and nandito ang REDMAGIC logo and umiilaw siya ng blue when you're gaming. Andito ang ating shoulder trigger which also umiilaw pag nag-gaming. This toggle is the game mode toggle, and this time meron pati itong ilalim niya umiilaw din while you're gaming. Talagang todo improvement pagdating sa kanyang design. Now, one good thing dito sa kanya is buo na siya, no? Wala kang masasalat dito na camera ring, wala na nakaumbok. And it's really nice. I love the design. Very simple, very sleek, and it's just simply perfect sa aking kamay. And I also love yung kanyang round edges dito sa kanyang corners, no? Unlike yung previous predecessor na medyo mas boxy, edgy, ito medyo mas makanto na siya. Mas hindi lang siya masakit sa hawakan. And of course, nandiyan kanyang audio jack. Now, if you want the full complete specs ng REDMAGIC 11s Pro, share ko muna sa inyo. Now, on everyday usage, this phone is definitely set to perform. And of course, doing all of your gaming needs, all of your video editing needs, talagang mani-mali lang dito sa phone na ito. Lala, mag-social media ka lang dito, I think it's more than enough. This phone is more than powerful, more than you can think of. Dahil this one has the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 leading edition. So meaning, I think it's more of what we call a overclock edition. Mas pinalakas na 8 Elite Gen 5. Si 8 Elite Gen 5 itself is sobrang powerful na. Ito, mas pinalakas pa nila with an enhancement or maybe overclocking, making it super duper powerful. And yes, sinabi ko super duper powerful, it was able to give me a 4.11 million points dito sa Antutu benchmark. Tingnan na guys, so sobrang powerful. And kung gusto mo makita mga ibang benchmark na ginawa natin dito sa phone na ito ilatag ko para sa inyo. Now, one of the things na gusto ko dito sa phone is that malaki ang kanyang battery. This one packs in together with a 7,500 mAh na silicon carbon na battery. And it supports 80 watts of wired charging and 80 watts na wireless charging. So parehong mabilis. And of course, don't forget na it also support bypass charging, which is very essential para sa mga hardcore gamers out there. Essentially, mas tatagal lang yung battery if you're always plugged in, naglalaro, malaking tulong ang bypass charging. Hindi siya nakakataas ng refresh rate, tatandaan niyo yan. Now, on daily average usage naman, wala akong naging problema naman dito sa phone nito. It can last me a whole day without charging. Basta, normal ka lang gumamit, hindi ka naman babad on anything, it can last you naman for one whole day. Nung sinalan ko naman tong phone nito sa PC Mark battery stress test, under 50% brightness, naka-on ng Wi-Fi, naka 120 Hz screen refresh rate, 8 hours and 16 minutes ang binigay sa akin ng test na ito. Now, pag-usapan natin ang display. Isa sa mga favorite ko na display is from REDMAGIC, and this one has a 6.85-inch na BOE X10 na AMOLED display. 95% ang kanyang screen-to-body ratio, makita nyo ang nipis sa kanyang bezel, walang punch hole. I think ito yung pinaka-favorite ko na display among all of the smartphone na hawakan for 2026. Probably if you're one of my follower, alam nyo na hindi ako mahilig sa mga punch hole, mga dynamic island. Gusto ko plain and simple, buo ang aking screen. This one has a 1,800 nits of maximum brightness, 144 Hz screen refresh rate, 360 Hz na touch sampling rate, and 3,000 Hz na instant touch sampling rate, SGS and TUV Rainland na certificate to protect your eyes. Dami ko sinabi, ang haba kasi ng resume niya parang lahat nasa kanya na eh. And guys, chinek ko kung gaano kakapal ang kanyang bezel dito, no? This is just a 0.7mm na thickness. Just imagine how thick this is, no? Sobrang nipis nito dahil it was able to gather a 95% na screen-to-body ratio. Probably one of the highest sa industry na as of now. By the way, this one is being protected by the Corning Gorilla Glass. I'm not quite sure kung anong version kasi wala akong nabasa ka ng official spec sheet. So sabi ni REDMAGIC sa akin na this one has a 10% improvement sa accuracy ng touch natin, which simply means that it should be improved pagdating sa gaming. One good news na narinig ko rin dito sa kanila is that pwede mo nang gamitin to phone na ito kahit basa ang iyong daliri dahil meron na siyang wet hand mode kung pawis ang iyong daliri. And yes, it works kasi binasa ko ang aking daliri and I did try to play a game and nabasa naman niya ang aking touch. So, goods. So if you're the type of person na mahilig sa socials, wala kang maging problema dito dahil ang smooth ng operation na dito, swiping across shorts and reels, basta meron kang magandang internet connection, you should be able to load them in real time. Now if you're watching your favorite shows like sa YouTube, sa Netflix, expect to give you a really good experience dahil sobrang nipis sa kanyang bezel, walang punch hole, walang dynamic island, iyong-iyo ang buong screen. It's just like watching on television. Best of all, punchy ang kanyang colors and the black is definitely blacker. Now, since itong phone na ito has stereo speakers, isa dito sa ilalim, and the other one is probably coming out dito sa kanya earpiece, check lang natin yung kanyang sound quality. So I would say na yung kanyang sound is definitely good. Maganda ang kanyang pag-project ng sound coming from both speakers, and I would tell you na it's definitely going to give you a flagship level na sound experience. Now, it's about time na pag-usapan na natin ang gaming, and there's quite a lot of improvement dito sa likod niya, lalo sa kanyang vapor cooling chamber. Ang tawag niya sa kanyang cooling system is the Aqua Core cooling system. And by far, this one has the biggest na vapor cooling chamber sa buong industry. 13,116 square millimeter ang kanyang coverage area, and it can dissipate 50% heat faster than any other mobile phones. Ang gamit pala na dito right now is liquid metal 3.0, so mas mabilis mag-transfer ng heat from the CPU to the vapor cooling chamber. And by the way, ang kanyang cooling fan dito is waterproof turbo fan na pala. So meaning, hindi siya basta-basta nababasa. Pero hindi ko sinabi na basain nyo. Meron din siya 520 Hz shoulder triggers. Meron din siya X-axis linear motor to give you a better haptics, pang 4D vibration, which would give you a more immersive experience lalo sa gaming. And this one supports Call of Duty Mobile. And if you call out yung kanyang REDMAGIC na game mode, ito ang kanyang intro. And pwede mo ring ilabas si Mora and pwede mo siyang kausapin, make it your AI assistant. Now, so much for the introduction. Pag-usapan na natin ang gameplay ko, game experience. 6 na titles ang nilaro natin dito and sinagad-sagad ko naman lahat to sa kanilang maximum graphical settings. Of course, turning on game mode, naka-rise siya, naka 144Hz sa screen refresh rate. And meron din siya REDMAGIC na Red Core R4 na chip inside this one to enhance your gaming experience and also to improve your refresh rate. So here are the games na mga nilaro ko. Call of Duty Mobile, Mobile Legends, PUBG, Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, and Where Winds Meet. Now, doon muna tayo sa mga non-AAA games. Pagdating sa Call of Duty Mobile, I was able to achieve 144 FPS. And that's a guarantee dahil almost all throughout the game, halos consistent naman ako na sa 144. Siguro pinakamababa na napansin ko, pinaka-lowest na dinrap na is 140. And one good thing dito sa kanya is sobrang immersive ang gameplay. Sobrang ako nang-enjoy dahil meron siyang shoulder triggers. The haptics is better compared sa kanang last generation. It gives you a more fully immersive na experience dito sa kanya. One thing to like dito sa kanya is mabilis sa kanyang response, be it sa screen or sa kanyang shoulder triggers. And you would definitely get a super nice na gaming experience out sa Call of Duty Mobile. Pinakamainit na inabot ko, 40 degrees Celsius. Pagdating sa Mobile Legends, equally set, naka 144 FPS din tayo dito sa kanya and sobrang smooth ng kanyang game experience. Halos wala ako na feel na drops dito sa kanya, halos consistent siya na sa 144, 143 and sobrang nice ng aking gameplay dito. I was able to play roughly an hour and a half dito kasi sobrang ako nag-enjoy and hindi siya mainit at 38 degrees Celsius. Pagdating sa PUBG Mobile, 120 FPS, na-achieve naman natin dito sa kanya. Smooth naman sobrang kanyang gameplay. Kahit medyo mag-clash na kayo, wala kang mafe-feel na lags or frame drops dito sa kanya. Pag ginamit mo kanya shoulder triggers, mag-enjoy ka rin dito sa kanya dahil mabilis mag-reload and mabilis mag-shoot and very fast ang kanyang response for sure. Umabot lang ng just 37 degrees Celsius after an hour and a half of gameplay, after 2 chicken dinners. So moving on sa AAA games, Genshin Impact, umabot tayo ng 60 FPS. I'm not quite sure kung bakit hindi niya kaya higher, pero that's the best. Sinet naman natin to all high settings. Tinurn on naman natin kanyang dedicated na gaming chip. Yun lang talaga ang kaya niya abutin up to 60 FPS. Probably dahil siguro sa game compatibility, maybe ma-update niya, maybe mag-improve to after ng firmware update. Pero overall gameplay was nice. Pinakamababa na drop ko lang dito is 57 FPS. And halos nasa consistent 60 naman ako. Kaya mag-clash ako, wala akong maging problema. Maganda kanyang sounds, that's for sure. Touch response is good and definitely mag-enjoy ka dito. Pero I would tell you na if you have your favorite headphones, mas immersive pa ang sounds na makukuha mo sa Genshin Impact if you're using your favorite headphones. Pinakamainit na inaabot ko, 40 degrees Celsius after 1 hour of gameplay. Pagdating sa Where Winds Meet, umabot ako ng 60 FPS and gameplay was nice. Ganda ng kanyang graphics is probably one of the things na gusto ko sa Where Winds Meet. Yung kanyang graphics is really nice. Very immersive naman ang gameplay. Halos wala ko na feel na frame drops dito sa kanya. And very consistent naman siya. Ganda ng kanyang touch response. 41 degrees Celsius after 30 minutes of gameplay. Pagdating sa Wuthering Waves, umabot tayo ng 90 FPS dito sa kanya and mag-e-enjoy ka talaga dito sa kanya. Though, there are times na napansin ko nag-drop siya ng 85 pero not too much of a big deal for me. Wala naman ako napansin na frame drops. It's almost very consistent naman siya. And sobrang ganda ng kanyang gameplay. Masasabi ko sa kanya mag-e-enjoy ka dito kahit 2 oras ka straight non-stop na naka-bypass charging. Sobrang smooth ang gaming experience ko dito sa kanya. Pinakamainit na inabot ko is just 43 degrees Celsius after an hour and a half ng gameplay. O diba, sinabi ko sa inyo, nag-improve nga talaga ang kanyang cooling system, gumanda ang kanyang gameplay dahil meron siyang dedicated na chip na gaming and the rest is history. Pagdating sa gaming, I still trust REDMAGIC. Now, pag-usapan natin right now is yung kanyang camera. This one having a 50MP na main camera sensor, 50MP na ultra-wide lens, and a 2MP na depth sensor. Kaya na mag-shoot up to 4K and 60. And yung kanyang harap is a under-display na camera. One of my favorite, of course, dahil walang punch hole. And it's a 16MP na shooter which can shoot up to 1080p and 30fps. Pag chinek mo ng mga outdoor photos, like mga greens, masasabi ko sa inyo, not bad. I think it has improved over the predecessor and was able to gather me some nice color ng mga flowers. Dahil if I recall it right, sa predecessor niya, medyo mas pale konti ang mga photos na na-capture natin, lalo sa mga flowers. But not on this one, mas improve na kanyang colors and definitely it's more punchier, mas magandang tingnan, mas magandang i-post sa social media. Kahit ng mga flowers na na-capture natin sa Dangwa, ang gaganda rin mga photos nito. I would say na, yeah, it does really improve a lot over its predecessor. Now, if you're trying to capture some of the photos, subjects on indoor, low light, okay, not bad. Mga na-capture ko dito sa kanya. I would say na yes, it did improve a bit. Probably not by a big jump, pero overall nag-improve naman ng mga images na na-capture natin. And kahit mga signages on outdoors, ang mga tall building, makita mo mga details na dalaga, and kahit mga cloud detail, kitang-kita din naman siya. Now, on some of this claw machine, masasabi ko sa inyo, okay, hindi siya nag-color spill. And, well, very cozy naman tingnan ng mga photos here. And this is probably one of my favorite photos. This is an old Chinese calendar na ginagamit namin nung bata ako. Food photography is not bad. Honestly, kaya naman na mag-capture ng mga details ng mga food, just like ito mga mashed potato, looking okay. And trying to take some more photos on indoor low light, expect mo na kaya naman mag-perform itong kanyang camera. Now, the next big question is that, nag-improve nga ba ang kanyang front-facing camera? Which is probably one of my worry dito sa kanya. And personally, I've been trying to message some of my contacts sa REDMAGIC to ask them to improve yung kanyang front-facing camera with some suggestion from engineering background ko. I'm not quite sure kung nag-improve dito. Tara, tingnan natin. On some of this outdoor shot, it seems to me na nag-improve siya slightly compared sa kanyang predecessor. Ang sabi nila, it has improved using AI algorithm dito to enhance it. Which I think on some of these photos, yes, legitly, I can tell you na nag-improve siya on outdoor. And on some indoor shot, I would tell you na, uy, mukhang nag-improve din siya. Kasi dati on its predecessor, pag kumuha ka ng mga indoor shot, medyo mas mukhang mumuka. Pero not on this one, nag-improve nga talaga siya. Good job. But there are still times na hindi maiwasan na medyo hazy effect pa rin. Dahil under display pa rin siya, kahit ano sabihin natin. Now here's a quick video from the front-facing camera. And here's a quick one from the rear camera. Now guys, ano masasabi natin dito sa bagong-bagong REDMAGIC 11s Pro? This is probably one of the beasts pagdating sa gaming. I would say lahat parang nag-improve sa kanya. Lalo na kanyang design, it has improved. Overall feel, masasabi ko sa inyo, naggumanda. Heat dissipation, nag-improve din. And of course, yung overall experience, lalo sa haptics. I would say na pagdating sa gaming experience, gumanda. Yung kanyang camera, gumanda. Lalo ka na front-facing camera, nag-improve ng slightly, pero I still appreciate yung kanyang improvement dito. Nagkaroon siya ng more lighting dito sa ilalim. Mas lumakas pa ang kanyang fan at 24,000 RPM, which is probably the industry's first pa rin pagdating sa gaming. And there's no doubt that this is the king of gaming for 2026, the REDMAGIC 11s Pro. So, if you're interested guys kung saan pwede bumili ito, I'll update it on the description box below or just simply click yung YouTube shopping link. And kung may kilala ka ng mga hardcore gamers ang nakahanap ng sobrang ganda na gaming phone, don't forget to recommend ang REDMAGIC 11s Pro to them. And of course, don't forget to like, subscribe dito sa akin channel so don't miss out ng mga reviews just like the REDMAGIC 11s Pro. So paano guys, hanggang dito muna ako and I'll see you on my next video. Peace out. And so, ako para si Richmond and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.